Thank you for being a friend.
Goddamn, Sam.
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
Lemonade Talk Podcast.
Hello.
Up?
Welcome. We are back.
Yeah.
Very back.
Hi guys. Welcome to Lemonade Talk Podcast. Today is Lemonade Talk Tuesday.
Hey. One time.
It's been a minute.
It's been a long minute.
You know, our new year does not begin until February when the ancestors tell us it is time. So,
Did you
Happy
hear the
New
call?
Year.
Did you
Happy-
hear the ancestors call?
I heard it. Happy New Year to you both.
Happy New Year to you as well, both of you.
Cece, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
What have you been up to in the past 30 odd plus days?
Mm.
The new year.
Oh, I've been great.
Okay. It's giving nothing. What about you? First of all,
Hold on.
we have to make an announcement,
Let's
right?
make it.
Okay. So you might see a familiar face if you're watching this on YouTube. We have
Wow.
a friend of ours who is now our lovely, let's drum roll it, our co-host. We have none other than, we have a name change, but it's like,
Name change.
it's giving, what's the word? The artist formerly known as, it's
Oh, I like that.
Lando
Yes, sir.
is our third host of Lemonade Talk Podcast. So congratulations.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
We
I'm
now
so happy.
have a male's point of view.
We know.
Yes.
It's a
I love
three-way.
being here.
It's
It's a
a
threesome.
it's a weekly threesome. Like
Yeah.
it's my first one, so kudos to me.
Your first threesome?
Welcome,
Yeah, like, I love to
welcome,
hear.
welcome.
Thank you. You look like you frequent a threesome or two.
I wouldn't say frequent, but
Okay.
I've had them.
You've been around the way.
yeah,
more
I've,
than
I've experienced things.
Okay.
You
What
know?
about you?
No threesome here.
This is your first one too.
I guess.
Wow. Okay.
It must be nice to do it with friends, you
How
know?
does it feel? Like, oh my God, yeah. Like that with you.
First time with friends,
yeah.
though, I would say.
First time with a friend.
I've read recently that people who have threesomes, they do it with their friends. So we're right on track.
What the
Now we used
fuck?
to we were right on
Wow,
point.
But I've always heard that doing a threesome with your friend always leads to like issues, right?
Because somebody
I wouldn't
catches
know.
feelings.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I
Some-
guess it depends on the man. So like if we, I wouldn't want to have sex with you though.
I don't either. I only
Like,
want to
we
have
always-
sex with Beyonce or Rihanna.
You cannot have my woman. You cannot have Rihanna.
Can I
Like,
just have Regina Hall?
Oh, her too.
I love her.
Look, now I'm not into sharing.
I don't think I would have sex with her, but I would have drinks with her, and like I might kiss her if we fucked up, but like I wouldn't sleep with. I wouldn't take her down.
Regina Hall.
I'll make her the main.
Yeah, the one. Okay, from Girls Trip and
Scary
I know
movie.
she is. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous.
I love her. She's so funny to me.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Beautiful.
Okay, but wait. On Best Man, what is it? The last one?
The Last Best Man?
The last chapter.
hated the
last
wig.
chapter they fucked up her look with the wig.
I hated
That wasn't
the
her
wig.
fault though.
It was not.
I think they was trying to make her look like
Natural?
but they didn't do it right. Like everybody else looked so
They
beautiful.
coulda gave her another wig.
And then they just was like, here.
Here's your wig.
I wonder what that was about.
Me too, because you can be like a smart, intelligent woman with nice hair.
Yeah.
And then even if they wanted her to do natural hairstyles, they could have did beautiful ones.
Couldn't she have done her own hair?
She
No,
probably wanted to.
Yeah, with
I'm
the
sure
wig.
she wanted
I'm sure it
to.
would have came out better.
Probably.
Now I'm gonna go back and look at the wig.
Yeah, it's
have
just
to
a
go
wig,
back
and
and
then it's like
at the
it's
wig.
not even a realistic texture.
No, it's not.
So they Tyler Perry'd her wig.
They did.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
everyone
much
else
Tyler
looked good.
Perry.
Like Nia looked good.
Mia always looks good.
Sanai.
Everyone looked exceptional.
What's the light skinned lady?
Oh, you talking about
I
Ari
don't know
Parker?
her real name, but
Is it Ari?
Shelby?
Ari Nicole?
Shelby. She looked good.
Oh, you talking about Shelby?
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the new chick.
Oh, Nicole Ari Parker.
She looked
is
good.
always
She is
yeah,
flawless.
she's like
Yeah.
gorgeous.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like I ain't never not seen her
Never.
have a bad day.
Right. Since we're starting, let's go ahead and talk about our wine of the day.
Hey.
The wine of the.
So what's this green paper?
Okay, so this is just.
You know, they just hold that on there when you.
Yeah.
They don't want you to bang and break it. You
I
know.
mean, we dropped it.
And
so
we,
it
oh
didn't
my
break.
God, it fell under the
So
car.
it works.
It worked
I was under the car getting.
in the middle of the road.
Right.
Oh, so that was dangerous. You had a
Very
dangerous
dangerous.
Avenger today.
So this
be worth it.
wine, we
Yeah.
got it from OST Liquor.
OST?
Yeah, we love that place.
We do. Shout
We
out to
support Black-owned
Lobos.
businesses all the time.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so this is Republic of Wine, Columbia Valley. It's a Riesling. I don't remember why I bought this, but it's a reason why I bought
What's the
this.
percentage on it? That might be the answer.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
Look
dun,
on the front.
dun, dun.
On the front, on the right hand side. I think it's right there.
It is 12.5. That
Okay.
is why.
We love a good 13 or higher.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's
So
gonna be
I'm pretty sure
Trying
we
to feel the
possibly
drink.
had this before.
We did. Remember we went to the wine class?
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I saved this bottle, and I don't know why. I'm
It's a
gonna
nice
open
bottle.
it. Screw top.
The convenience.
So what I'm gonna do is put it this way. Y'all pour y'all's, and then I'll pour.
Okay.
And we're gonna pour like the restaurant.
Okay.
You want to pour a restaurant
Baby
style?
pours.
Baby pour is like the restaurant where it's just enough to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me how it tastes. What, that noise?
No, you didn't hear what I said.
Oh, see, that's taste.
Mm.
When you ask for a taste.
Yes. When they give you a sample, you can put a little more in there.
Yeah, you put a little more too.
You gotta put a little more in there. Mm-hmm. That'll do. That'll do. Yeah.
And then since you're pouring,
You know,
Thank you. I love being catered to.
as y'all should.
Yeah.
It is Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
yes, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
And we
Day.
can leave this right here.
Smack dab in the front. In frente.
And then you gotta
Okay. Let
swirl it.
breathe. Okay, so what did we learn the last time in our classes? So
Swirl
when
it.
it's a red wine, you use a stemless glass because it needs to be at room temperature. And if it's a white, like typically it's like
And we're going to
cold.
hold that
If
stem.
you hold
right
the
there.
stem so your hand doesn't warm the wine. So interesting factoid. That's something we learned.
Now, I remember when we took that Lobos class.
That was amazing.
Shout out to Lobos.
Mm-hmm.
They told us about the having the cup here, and bringing it up to your
you
nose.
love that part. You
Oh, yeah, I was like, 'cause I-
my favorite part.
What?
You remember that. So we
You kept
have our
saying it, like,
wine.
now you got to bring it down. And I was like, okay.
So what do you smell?
What does
Because
it
we did
give?
learn that.
Mm-hmm.
What did you smell?
I smell green apple. Maybe like a pear.
Yeah, it's like very peary.
Mm-hmm.
I feel more pear than anything.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
So
too.
we learned that at OST Liquor. Join their classes because we have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move it on along.
Yeah. I like it.
very smooth.
I like it too.
Okay. So what are we talking about today?
Love.
Okay.
Ooh, I mean today is Valentine's Day.
Today is Valentine's Day. It's love is such a dynamic word or topic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what's most important because we are all single, correct? Last time I checked, still single. Still single.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am also still single. Let's talk about loving yourself.
Okay, what about it?
Like, I mean, self-love is important, right? It is defined as what?
I think that it varies. I think that self-love is something that you decide what's important to you. So
What about you? What do you
I have no definition. I don't.
So when I read and researched a little bit, self-love versus self-care, self-love is the emotions and the feelings that you have about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then self-care would be like how you physically take care of yourself. Like, what do you do for yourself to make yourself feel good instead of like actually like appreciating yourself and like telling yourself instead of, you just randomly like, oh, damn, I look fat in these jeans today. Like, your body remembers these things. Your body hears you communicating with yourself. So having positive communications with yourself, I struggle with that. Sometimes I'd be like, God damn, girl, look a little round today. But, you have to say, it's one of those days, but I'm still fine. Still a bad bitch. Like, so, just appreciating yourself verbally so your brain hears that and keeps remembering those things and it circulates,
That is true. That reminds me of this documentary I was watching where you have to talk to your water.
Indubitably.
So when you are like drinking water, you need to say positive things. And then when you drink the water becomes positive. But if you say negative things when you drink the water, like it has a negative effect on your body.
Yeah.
Google this. I watched that documentary.
And they were like talking to water and watering plants.
Yes.
And, like, communicating to the plants. And the plants that had the negatively charged water.
It didn't
when
grow.
they were talking shit to the plant, like the kids were talking to the plant, like, you're ugly, you're not going to grow.
Yeah,
the motherfucker was not growing.
Yeah,
but
like
when they were speaking life into those plants, like them plants was thriving and doing their damn thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Same thing with self-care, apparently. But I watched that documentary and I was like so amazed. So now I talk to my water, I talk to my vodka, my tequila.
Because it got water in it.
You're gonna make me feel great today.
Yeah.
I love
it
you.
does have water in it.
You.
Yeah, so that's something. How do you guys do your self-care?
So for me, it's really hard to make time for myself because I am a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
When I say single parent, like I'm a single woman who is also a parent. Let me say that. So
nicely.
Did she
that was
write
nicely
that
done.
correctly?
That was nicely done.
Eloquently.
Oh,
or
thank
what?
you.
Well said.
So it's hard finding that time for myself because I am trying to like, these younger years are like the most formidable years and you need to really like, this is where like they're becoming the person they're going to be when they grow up. And I'm like, I got to fix it here. I got to get it together at this point. Yeah, she's about to be 8. So I'm like, I'm trying to like push you to, you want to be a singer? Let's put you into, singing lessons. You want to be a dancer? Let's put you, like, I'm trying to pour into her and like get, like, whatever you want to do, girl, let's do it. So her schedule is very busy. And mine, I don't be having shit to do, but what she needs to do.
Right.
So just finding time for me. Like, sometimes I'm like, hey, I need a minute. Like, okay. So, I take long ass showers,
Longer showers, that's clutch.
So I found this, like, if you go on TikTok and do hashtag shower talk, you're going to get lost in like all these things that people do for like, so I got into that. But
I'm going to have to check that out.
Exfoliating, body scrubs. And like I found this towel from Amazon. You are going to have a storefront and you will be able to see the Japanese exfoliating towel that I use.
Yes, indeed.
And shower with that. And then just kind of moisturize. I love body creams and oils. I don't really oil my body up unless I'm going out. I don't like lotion to sleep.
You got to moisturize.
Oh, I don't lotion at all.
I be ashy as shit.
Not to sleep.
Nah.
Now my face be oily, but like my body,
dry.
no.
Yeah.
It's just like routine. Like it's like
I can't sleep with all
it's
that
like
stuff.
shower.
Like legs get sticky. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on top of the covers if I have to. Like for real.
Shit. I be soft, but I be ashy to the bitch, and that's okay because I cared for my body.
Ooh, excuse me. I didn't cough, but I burped.
I bring it up before you start coughing because you've been doing good.
I can't sleep with all that oil and stuff. Like I watch Jackie Annie. I watch her and she lathers herself up, and I just be like,
it's not like a light. It's not like a light.
She puts pajama. You notice she always have on pajama pants though.
Oh yeah.
Now that I think about it, because like you're not oiling up and then going to sleep, your legs rubbing up against each other. She puts on silk or satin pajamas,
and I like to sleep naked.
Skin. Me too, bitch. And so the skin be warming up and getting sticky.
Clutch.
Like, so maybe we need to start investing in some luxury pajamas, bitch.
And silk sheets.
Oh, I have that. Like, I cannot sleep on.
I can't sleep. I tried. I had some, and I
silk
had
pillowcases are like.
Okay, so I understand you're supposed to have silk this, but that stuff it comes off my hair.
Yeah.
Well, you get the silk pillowcase, right?
Mine should be oily.
You know, but what you're doing is it's like that cotton will make your hair sit. And it just like makes it stay.
The friction of rolling around and stuff. Like it's like breaking your hair. But you'll be tying your hair up, bitch.
But the silk does has almost the same effect of like tying it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I I don't like at night. I tie my hair
I
up.
don't like loose hair. You know?
What do you mean you don't tie your hair up?
It depends on what my hair look like. 95% of the time, I just go to sleep. And that's
Okay.
why, that's why we look like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to brush my edges today.
No, I tie my hair up because
It depends.
It depends on the
That's a
style.
lot. Like, I be like, tie them hoes too tight. And then if
Oh,
I don't
last
tie
night I had
it comes
one.
off.
last night I had a headache.
I got a dent in my
yeah.
Not
stopping,
a
but-
dent.
Tie it too tight, but I digress. Moving on. Enough about
Last
that.
night I had a headache because my scarf was too tight.
That shit
So
is
I
real.
do understand.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
bonnets don't be holding. Like,
Nah,
how they
but
be
there,
like
I seen this bonnet on Facebook that's supposed to be able to just not
just
move.
hold on there. Just
Yeah,
do the thing.
they was doing little things outside, like extravagant things.
I want to see somebody sleep.
Mhm.
That would be an ultimate
Yeah.
test. Like, let me see you sleep first.
Just like so, we're definitely off topic. Just like that thing with the pantyhose, and they put their hair in it.
Oh.
That shit don't work.
I tried that and it did not work. How they
Yeah.
made it seem like it was gonna
that
work.
didn't work. That didn't work out.
Mythbusters.
Yeah, like
So how do
Bullshit.
you self-care?
I don't really do self-care.
But you do though, and you just don't realize it because it's innate. It's in you. Like you just do that naturally. What are your non-negotiables? But you gonna always have a fresh silk press or whatever.
Oh yeah, well I'm always gonna have
You
my
gonna
hair
always
done.
have your hair done.
Well, let's not put the standards too high. I do put I do have a standing appointment every 2 weeks.
Okay,
for the hair
it's already
salon.
ready. Exactly.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, that's part of self-care.
Yeah,
Your showers be longer than mine.
I do take long showers.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
You use a lot of more lotions and oils. You have taught me and my kids some things.
Well, okay, so I am darker complexion.
Correct.
So
Not I'm darker complexion.
my grandmother
Slightly,
used to tell me,
barely.
You may be black, but you ain't gonna be ashy.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. So I may be black, but I ain't gonna be ashy.
Okay, let's pause.
Except
that.
for when we go to
Last
bed.
time we were having a conversation group text, you said her skin looks soft and you need to touch. So go on and
Yes, her skin does
yeah,
look soft.
You can touch. It's
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is it soft?
Oh yeah, and I went to the nail shop today too. So
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Okay, manicure.
Your hand was pretty soft too.
Thanks. You
I
know?
have okay.
What?
I think my hands are pretty rough. I don't understand like why my hands are pretty rough.
Okay, so
But I
Mary
used to do
Kay.
hand cream,
Lotion.
and it feels good today. Touch it.
Good.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mary Kay has something called satin
Yeah,
hands.
soft skin.
You
I
should
used
try.
to love that stuff.
And then also you can go to Walgreens and get this stuff called working hands.
I have also saw that. I just feel like
Yeah.
I just feel like
So that could be your self-care, making
okay,
your hands
getting
soft.
my hands soft to match the rest of my body.
Right. Do we have any like Valentine's Day self-care? Because today is Valentine's Day.
I can tell you what I did today.
Okay.
I took a long shower.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to get my hair braided, but I didn't get to do that. But I did go to the nail shop in between work.
Okay.
I just think is you more so like, and also how you talk to yourself. I think that's also self-care as well as self-love because words.
No way.
Whoa, hold on.
Wow.
So we pouring up. Okay.
It's like an extended, like, all right, but go ahead, continue.
No, how you talk to yourself, I believe, is also self-care and
Thank you.
self-love because it's like words have power. So I spoke really kind to myself today. Said some
I'll get this back.
affirmation. You know what? I might as well just.
Yeah, I have another bottle back here.
But yeah, no, I just said some affirmations, did my meditations. Like I think that's part of my self-care routine. Like just meditating,
Take it out.
long showers with some music, of course. So I have different playlists that I play.
What's top song on your playlist right now?
Oh man, I put it on shuffle now because, but I have a playlist. But it's mostly the one I've been playing lately is like the Indigo, Chris Brown. That comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also been messing with some. I don't know if y'all know these. I think they call Hall and Oates. I don't know. You probably heard the songs, but you just
Country?
don't. Nah, this is like
Country?
I don't know what they. Have you heard Man Eater?
Folk music?
Nah, hell no.
Girl, what the fuck?
They Caucasian though, aren't
Yeah,
they?
but they jam.
Okay.
Man, they.
First of all, I didn't know Chris Stapleton.
You know that song that
Oh, you didn't know
Tennessee
he was
whiskey.
white?
I didn't know that he perform like he sings Tennessee Whiskey. I thought this was a black man.
Nah.
I
Even
had
the
no
dude
idea. I found out today.
what's the song? Been wondering where you been. Went to search for a love within. Bobby Womack, I think his name is, and people thought he was black.
Can we woo woo woo?
I mean, we can woo woo woo.
Am I thinking about the right Bobby Womack?
I'm not sure.
Look,
Turn off the lights.
That is a whole different
that's
person.
Teddy.
Can we woo woo woo?
That's Luther, and then the first part of it was Teddy. That was Teddy Pendergrass.
That come on late at night.
So you was one of them kids that learned the order of
That's
the.
order.
I knew the order.
It never rains in Southern California, and then they was like,
I knew the order.
What? Yeah, it had
I
an
was
order.
one of
That
those
is.
kids that watch BET Uncut at night.
Bitch,
Man,
Tinder.
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was me.
Yeah.
Was I a 90s kid? I guess maybe I was. But and I know this is off topic, but you remember when porn used to be on the channel, but it was blurry?
It was in like the little.
It was like
when the
blurry.
it's like the TV's like, but you can kind of see it.
You can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin used to stay up and watch that shit. Oh, that's the TV.
We had cable.
Not you trying to discover.
We had the premium cable to where it had the porn channels if you kept going up, but we were told don't go past channel, let's say 500 or whatever. And bitch, I used to
Because you know what happened past
I used
500.
to go
Right.
past. And I used to be like,
See, we mustn't have premium.
I used to be in middle
See-
school watching Judge Julie, and it was y'all know what that is?
Judge Judy or
Judge Julie.
I know Judge
was-
Judy.
Okay, so if you watch this podcast, the way me and this girl's been friends for years, and the way she watches porn is not.
I think I'm desensitized. It
yeah,
doesn't
like
affect me.
she's like, if that was me, I would have put the camera this way, and I'm like,
So
bitch, what the
so you need to direct something.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
When we stayed together in college,
She
this was the
definitely had a
time
problem.
That we got to know each other a lot more than we did because
And when you in college,
But that's part of self-care, is it not?
Yeah.
And self-love.
Your I believe in college. That's when and mind you, it was in college years ago because that's when.
older, we're not old.
Okay, you're right. That's when you get to know
Young
your
person.
roommate. Like that shit makes you or break
Yeah.
you. And I remember every time we were supposed to be studying, but when I would go in her room, she had her headphones on.
I had to put them on because like I didn't want you to be like.
Let me find out you secretly want to like direct something like that.
will
She would
watch
be great
porn
at
like
it.
I was watching cartoons for straight entertainment.
You know, there's
not
awards for that.
sexual
You know, there's
pleasure.
producers and
Yeah,
directors.
like-
They get awards for that.
She would literally like when
You need
I
to look
came
into
to
that.
her and I was like, "Hey, you watch porn? Maybe you have a problem." But when she literally broke that shit down, like, "No, this is why I'm watching it," and she would be like, "If I was there, I would turn the camera this way."
I had a whole point of this.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Okay, mind you, we were in
Yeah.
college and we
Yeah.
didn't really."
Let me tell you how it got worse. So you know, like LimeWire or BearShare, how that was popular. And
Yeah, I remember I was burning all
everybody
kinds of
found out
CDs.
I was downloading porn because of the internet or whatever. You could see my
You could see
name,
the name
and
and
all
what
the
she
porn I was
done.
downloading daily. So everybody thought I was some kind of whore because I'm downloading multiple porns every day.
But it was only because you wanted to learn how to direct. You had
LimeWire,
notes.
That's telling our
You had
age.
directorial notes. So I know when I write a movie, I know who I need to get for the angles.
Yeah. And the thing about it is when they would come to her about her watching porn, she'll be like, "Well, you watched it too." We both
Goddamn,
watched. Yeah.
because I saw your
I've
shit
never
too.
watched porn with a friend.
Well, I was doing like an intervention.
I don't think I have either.
Oh, so you were intervention, but you got sucked into the abyss?
She didn't watch it
I
with me.
didn't-
We were she just watched me watching it, was talking to me like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And I
And
was
then
like, "No,
at-
I'm not like masturbating all day." Like,
At Lamar, it
That's
was
self-care,
the
though.
rooms
It
were
is.
like you shared the living room,
Yeah.
you shared a bathroom, but you had two separate rooms.
yeah.
So I would just go in her room and be like, "What you? Oh, okay, bitch." And then it happened too frequently.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I asked her, she was like really directing that shit.
You need to look into it. You know,
I don't know. I'm not really interested. I try to stay away from it because I've seen so many things and articles, and listening to the radio and they be like, it's a gateway to hell for Satan.
It's a lot of gateways then.
Exactly. Like, okay,
It's a whole bunch of them.
I'm not. So they were like, you're inviting demons into your home. And I'm like, not through the
They say that about
Well, you could do that.
masturbation
You could do
as
that by just
well.
turning on TV.
Yeah.
So if that's the case.
I tried to, and it was frequent. Let's say this. So like I'm watching that shit all the time. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to check stuff.
Real
and then
quick.
when we got into the when you go to college, first of all, they don't even tell you like, bitch, you don't have to go to school every day.
Yeah.
No,
fuck
you
that.
could-
So when
yeah.
we got in the swing of things, she really was like,
Just there. So how did you determine which was like more
I could watch
directional?
like the first couple seconds and be like, no, not this one. And I download another one. No, not this one. No,
and
not
she
this
didn't
one.
like black
And I
porn.
keep moving. I did find myself directing the Caucasian porn more. Because I felt like, first of all, white porn, I'm just going to just call it what it is. White porn, they're more like, we got so fucking off topic, but it is what it is.
But this is self-care.
It is.
It's a part of self-care.
With white porn, I feel like they're so like, they're more thoughtful. They're more like intricate and like how they
So more
do things.
sensual?
Yeah, no, not exactly more sensual. It was just the cinematography was a lot better. Like,
So it was better quality.
yeah, like bitch, I could be the motherfucking Issa Rae of black porn, like, but I really don't want to be around dick and pussy all day. Like, I just don't want to see it up close, but I could probably like tell you, hey, like change that lighting. It's no way her pussy should be gray.
Oh, that's a
Fix
problem.
the lighting.
Gray pussy is probably
My
not the
problem with
best.
black porn is I watch it. Is all the oil.
Yeah, they would be oily. Their makeup would be fucked up. Their
The
wigs
makeup
would be
would
fucked
be
up. Like I could.
horrible.
Oh my god! When I think about it, like I could probably be the motherfucking, like I said, Issa Rae of black porn. But
There's
no,
probably a bag in there somewhere
it
for you.
probably is.
So let me
I
ask
don't
you a
want I don't
question.
want that to be my life.
Let me ask both of you guys a question.
Uh-huh.
I kind of both heard all of us say it's kind of a struggle to self-care,
Yeah.
self-love. So what issues do y'all run into when it comes to that?
More so finding time, or cause like I'd be like, oh fuck this, I ain't got time for this shit today. Like who got time for a 75-minute shower? Like that's exaggerated, but like
Ooh.
you know, like I don't have time to do all these steps today. I gotta make sure I'm clean and get the fuck out of here. Or
Right.
you know, it just might be one day I'm like I'm sleepy. Like I'm about to lay down. Fuck all the rest of this shit, and then we'll move on.
Right.
Or just not prioritizing for me. What about you?
What's the question?
You said that. Well, you said that you don't really do it at all, but I mean, we kind of helped you figure out that you kind of do.
She
But
does. She just don't.
why do you feel like you don't? Or why do you feel like you? Well, yeah. Why do you feel like you don't?
I just feel like, okay, so the way I grew up, it was like embedded in me to your hair needs to be combed. It was embedded in me like you need to wash your face. It was embedded in me like don't go to bed without taking a bath. Like it was just stuff that was embedded in me. So now I just do shit and then yeah, people be like, oh, that's self-care. And I'm like, no, nigga, this just normal.
What you supposed to do?
Yeah, so like when people be like, oh, you fancy, you get your hair done. But then I have to realize the way I grew up, she didn't know how to do hair. So I had to go to the hair salon if I wanted to look decent.
Yeah.
So then she put that off on me. I really don't know how to do hair either. But I can maintain what's put in. So that's why I be like, oh, this shit, that's normal. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. But now I realize that it's
understand
not
that.
normal.
Yeah.
Because I was
not
like
effective.
12 using anti-aging stuff. Yeah.
So basically, you grew up with self-care as a routine to where
But
it's
could that be
normal.
because you grew up with your grandparents is more mature. They were like adulting.
Right, and I
so
think
it's
that
like-
has a difference
Yeah.
because a lot of people my age, their parents were younger.
Trying to figure out what the fuck
Yeah,
they supposed to
and
be
Right.
doing, making sure
then
they took a
me-
bath.
Let alone trying to make sure the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Just take it in the morning.
But
Right.
being an educator when I notice that the parents are younger, you be like, damn, baby, you took a bath today? Like, I'm like, okay, your mama, like you just said, your mama probably had to remember to take herself a bath, and she probably was like,
Yeah.
yeah, be
Right.
all right, you'll take a bath on Saturday.
And then,
like, that's how the kids be.
as
like,
an
I take a bath on
educator,
the weekend.
you can tell who has younger parents
Yeah.
and who has older parents. And I think you should really wait until you older to have kids
Mhm.
because you have more time and you have more patience.
That's
I
a good
feel
point.
like the kids with older parents, those kids are
More
really
structured.
smarter. They're really structured. They'll tell you some crazy
Their
shit.
lives are seemingly more fulfilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the parent has done, like I have this little girl, she is bad as fuck. But if you ask her something, she knows. Like she'll bop, 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 bop. But then she'll also tell you what kind of fucking flower this is.
Yeah.
And how it can grow and what you can do. And then her parents are like 40. But then when you talk to her mom was a freaking party girl. She did a little crack or whatever.
Just
Okay,
a little
coke.
crack.
It probably was coke. It probably
Yeah,
was coke.
cocaine.
Like-
She did a little crack.
Yeah, like, and
Just a
now
little
she's
bit.
at the point where her life can be all about her child.
Yeah.
Right. I've heard a phrase called effective parenting. Like I was conversing with this young lady and she was like, yeah, I'm going to be busy doing effective parenting to my child. I was like,
That shit is
effective
motherfucking
parenting?
hard.
What is it?
Like, no, like it was like a schedule. I don't know what it really is, but to hear it, I was like, you're scheduling like she was like, this weekend is like my effective parenting time. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm a parent, but what is
You're
this?
not effective.
What is this effective?
fuck
What
is
is this
that?
effective?
basic ass parent.
Like, what is this effective parenting? Because I parent, so I guess it's just normal. But you know, I was curious though. Like, it made me curious. Like, okay, is there another level of parenting that I can unlock?
Yeah.
You know, so
I can unlock.
yeah, you know, like I want to.
Right.
I need
Like,
I need a new
fuck?
level, but what I would say with self-care and self-love and all this stuff, the difficulties I find in it is that it's not so much I have a problem loving me. It's more so of having someone love me.
Yeah.
And like, but at the same time, it's just like I know I can be so picky. I can be so like, you did this. And so
But
like,
is
or
that
you
because
said
of
this.
social media.
No, it's really because of like I pay attention to what people say.
Yeah.
And I hold you to it. You may not even know that
What
I
about
hold
your
you to it.
actions?
The action, okay. I feel like action sometimes can be deceiving. Like,
Why?
because you can thoughtfully do something because you want to make sure that your hands are clean or that nobody's, following your trail. But like when it's genuine, it's like you kind of act without notion. It's like I just did it because I just wanted to see you happy, or I just wanted to see you smile or something. It's like just a natural reaction. Whereas like if I know I'm going through the motions, I know what to do. It's more like I'm just doing what I know to do instead of like I'm just feeling like this is something I really wanted to do for this person. Because it's like whereas like you could have, if I was dating someone, they could be having this mind-blowing experience where my experience is mundane. Because it's like,
Okay.
yeah, it's like I'm giving you what I think is normal, and it's not normal to you because you've never experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, when do I get my wild experience?
Right.
Because you acting just like anybody else. Like there's nothing that says that I should give you more effort or give you that husband-like treatment or whatever the case may be. It's like, bro, like you don't have no passions. You ain't got no goals, no nothing.
So the thing is, like, we're getting older, and it's not that we're picky. We just have standards, and it's things that we want
That's
and
better
things that
said.
we're not going to tolerate. Our patience is a little bit thinner for things that we're not going to tolerate. You know
Thin
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
m-
So it's just like,
What?
I love me enough to know that what you're doing is not okay. It's not
Mhm.
going to work for me. I love me, but I want somebody to love me too. So, but
Right.
you got to love me the right way. I need it reciprocated properly.
Right.
So if I'm giving you XYZ the way I feel like a person would, like I'm treating you how I would want to be treated, but you're not treating me like I treat me.
Then you
goddamn.
Right.
leave.
Like exactly. So then it's like we dipping, and it's not because we're not a good person. It's because my standards are like you're not meeting my standards. Like you're not there.
But
You're not
do you
tall enough to
think-
ride this ride type shit.
Social media is making it unrealistic.
In certain aspects.
Social media is making it seem as if people live a lifestyle that they really don't.
It's aesthetic.
So when I want to
Because-
date you, it's like, okay, where is that?
Mhm.
And then it's when I don't see it, it's like, okay, well now you're not the
Exactly.
person that I've been looking at. Like,
exactly.
Because I've seen this girl, she was maybe turning 22 and her boyfriend gifted her $10,000. That is
Damn.
not normal.
Yeah.
I mean, what
That
does he
is
do?
not-
How old is he? I'm sorry.
I didn't go into detail, but I should have.
Yeah.
And she was very ungrateful. Okay, let's be for real. 75% of the American population, probably higher, is living paycheck to paycheck. So
Especially
if
with inflation.
somebody, is giving you $10,000, they probably have a higher income level. So you just, for one, if somebody gave me $10,000, I would definitely.
If
say
somebody
thank
gave me $100, just out
Goddamn.
the blue.
Yeah.
Give me
Like-
1,000. I'm like, what? The fuck
1,000?
for me?
What you need? What you need me to do today?
Like,
yeah. And I
Like-
just feel like when people see stuff like that, they think it's normal.
Yeah.
And I also think when women are like, oh, he needs to do this. I seen this podcast where this girl was like, she doesn't want a man who makes $100,000 a year because I don't know. Maybe
Did she say this that like the date? If he takes me on a date, it's like $300, and that's like half of his.
Yeah.
She broke the math down so
Yeah.
well. I was like, she's great with numbers.
She's great with numbers, but bitch.
But irrational with
that
life.
stiff ass weave, and I'm not trying to be like mean or whatever,
Yeah.
but your hair shows me that you don't make that kind of money
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
So why would you expect a man to make that and you don't make it? And I really didn't want to like think that way,
Yeah.
but I'm like, your hair
It's a
shows
double
me-
standard.
yeah, that you're just up here talking. Your hair literally was I couldn't get past
That we
it.
see where self-care, what she's passionate about is her hair.
Exactly. Because see,
I was just like, did you see
right.
like-
No, I saw, and the thing about it is like she was like, okay, that's most men in America that don't make that.
Yeah,
Like I'm a barber. Now I can make that, yes, but it's days where like, okay, I have a amazing week, and that next week is like, yeah, bro, don't ask me for nothing. I can't do nothing but
Right.
barely put gas in my car. And then some days like, hey, you wanna what we doing today? What's
Right.
going on? Like, it's a fluctuation. So for people who getting paychecks, it's like what everybody not breaking six figures with these jobs. Like
They're
where
not. And then I think it's unrealistic to every time y'all go out to eat, y'all paying $300.
bro, we can't go to HEB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't go to HEB.
Like,
Right.
I was
We can have a
talking to
date
this
at HEB.
guy, and he wanted to go on a date or whatever, and the time was like not really timing where I had time to just do all that shit. We just had like a couple hour window. I was like, oh, Chipotle sound good. I'm not taking you to Chipotle for a date. Nigga, what? Like,
Why
I'm
not?
telling you this is fine. Like, it's not that this is the first date, this is the only date. Like, this is like we going to get something to eat. Just you want to see me, right?
Right.
Like, I ain't got that much time. Like, let's do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go to no restaurant and sit here and wait 45 minutes for the fucking food. And
For
then I
small
gotta, I gotta
portion.
go. Like, pack my shit up before I can eat.
Small portion food
Yeah.
at that. Let's
Like,
make that clear.
I don't
Expensive food is
understand
small portioned.
Speaking of that,
Mhm.
Cardi B and Offset, they have a McDonald's meal.
I saw I was going up the I work
Have
out.
you seen advertisement?
I'm gonna show you what I saw today.
Mhm.
I was leaving work out the gallery and going up that ramp.
Mhm.
There is a bag that says Cardi B and Offset meal. And I'm like, somebody went and somebody had it and just dropped, but I saw the bag.
Right.
So it's a real thing. Like my daughters
no,
knew
it's
about it.
definitely out.
Yeah, no,
They had a commercial.
I saw the commercial. I thought that they were going to kiss each other for a very long
I
time.
did too, but it never
I'm like, this
happened.
McDonald's.
So let me tell you.
Kisser, kisser,
So the
kisser.
meal includes a quarter pounder with cheese,
I used
a
to love
regular
those.
cheeseburger, barbecue dipping sauce,
I haven't ate
large
McDonald's in years.
fries, an apple pie, a large hot sea orange lava burst, and a large Coke soda.
I
Mm.
mean,
My question is, who
It's
gets the
cute.
quarter pounder and who gets the cheeseburger?
Okay, if I still ate McDonald's, give me the quarter pounder.
yeah, you would think.
But I
man
need
would
some
get the
bacon
bigger
on that.
burger, but
Like, what y'all think?
I used
Y'all
to get-
think Cardi B and Offset really eating that?
I do.
I think it's a bag.
I do.
I think it's a bag, too.
I think it's a bag, and I also
And
think that they fucking eat that shit late at night if they coming from wherever.
Wherever.
Fuck,
I feel like in
and
the
it's
area that
McDonald's
they
open.
live in, I'm a firm believer that the certain area that you live in, they have different quality of food
Correct.
that they
And you gotta
cook.
Hell yeah.
Their
So
Hell
I think
yeah.
wherever they
From,
are,
like-
I would probably eat their McDonald's.
Hell yeah.
I'll probably double
And they
quarter
probably
pound me
send
with bacon,
Buckenhead
please.
or whatever. Buckenhead.
Large fry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Buckhead. I've actually been to my sister's godparents stayed in the same neighborhood as Rudy with the girl that played Rudy Huxtable.
Really?
And
I've
Yes.
actually never been to Atlanta. So.
man, let me tell you, it's beautiful. It's actually like,
Ready.
well, certain parts of it is beautiful. Like what Cat Williams said was very accurate. It is the most beautiful, ugly, dangerous, wonderful place in the
Well, I
world.
can stay in Houston.
Okay.
Because it's like there's certain parts like just like in Houston, there's certain parts where it's just gorgeous. There are certain parts I'm from here. We, been here. And I'm like, bro, I've seen places that I'm like, when I had a landscaping company and we saw so many different properties just ducked off in Houston. I'm like, bro.
Well, Houston has a lot of millionaires too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like,
You can drive an hour from Houston and still be in Houston. Like Houston is big as shit. Like it's so many different
Facts.
things.
We keep alternating with Chicago with the third and fourth. Like
yeah, like did we make it?
at one point we were the third, and then something happened. I'm like, how
Third largest.
are we
city.
expanding territory? Like how are we going back and
'Cause
forth?
I did.
Is
read
it based
that
off of
people-
population?
Yeah, people are constantly moving here.
All
Like
right.
honestly, every
Oh.
time I go out,
Traffic
and
is horrible.
it's not often.
Mhm.
I've never met anyone from Houston. It's always California,
Chicago.
Chicago. Like they're up north and they coming down here. Little do they know they're making rent go up. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, rent was maybe cheaper, but
Not
now-
anymore.
Yeah, it's going up. Like sooner or later, we're gonna be paying $2,200 for a 1-bedroom too, and I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
No, mm-mm.
I don't like that.
Like,
It's hard to make a move. Like it's like they said that in Texas to live comfortably, you have to be making at least $118,000, and that's just the minimum to be comfortable. And I'm like, bro, I'm
I'm
I'm a little-
failing.
I'm a little far.
I'm an educator, remember?
I'm a few hundred thousands away from that.
I saw a post that it said marriage is a cheat code to
It is.
because you're gonna take both of your
Incomes,
and
yeah.
become a six-figure
It
six-figure
is.
family.
And see,
Like,
that's why I think people don't take marriage seriously enough. That's why I was like,
just be like, oh, let's get into it because we're gonna.
we
be
love
good.
each other.
Yeah.
Love is not, look, as
Love
a
is not
divorced
enough.
person, love is not enough.
Not at all.
You have to have financial security because let me tell you,
And financial confidence in each other.
as well as like if and when I get married again, that marriage contract is coming with the business contract as well because we're not getting together unless
It
we
is a
have.
business contract.
It is a business contract, so therefore, I would like for our bills and everything else to come out of that account, and we come up with a business. Like when we come together and we're dating and we want to be for real, we need to come bring our minds together, see what business we can have together, and let's do that. And that's where we pay our bills from. That's that account. Your money, my money, we don't touch. But that money that we got together from that business that funds our kids, our vacations,
What
our
about if
bills.
you don't have a business?
You have to have a business.
Everyone is not okay. This is another thing I want to push. Everyone does not want to be a business owner.
But
Like everyone, like I want to be a business owner, but then I'm like, do I have that desire to be a business owner? Because
well, there's two sides to business.
Mhm.
So, for example, I own a record label, right? With my older brother.
right,
I don't like the business paperwork, research and stuff like that. He loves that stuff.
well,
I like the networking, rubbing elbows, creating contacts, and
Like
networking.
the cushy, easy part.
Right,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like that part, so it
when
works.
I say business, I mean like running a franchise.
Mhm.
It could be owning a
Or-
property.
Yeah, like I joke and say all the time, oh, when I'm a business owner. But like, do I really want to be a business owner? Because honestly, I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't think
I get it.
I am interested in being a business owner either, but I have helped people start businesses like multiple times, and I'm like, oh, I love that. I love like setting this up and
But
helping
that
you
could be
push
your
that, and I'm
thing.
gone.
But see, this
Like,
podcast
that
is
could be
Going,
your
I'm out of
thing.
there.
the podcast is a business.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it
in a
is
sense,
business.
y'all are business owners prior to me even being here. Like you guys own this podcast, and that and in this structure that we're in society, and like this is big business. Podcast is big business.
It really is. And I do pray that this podcast go far and
It
that
will.
somebody say something viral. That we,
You're gonna have to say something.
I'm just saying, like, everybody, like, I want to be a business owner. I want to do this. But you got to realize
hard
everybody
work.
is not meant to be a business
Yeah.
owner. You got to have some workers.
Facts.
Like, and then I've also realized, like, don't work yourself too hard for these businesses because you can just drop down and die.
And they're gonna replace you.
Yeah, they're
Immediately.
replaceable. So
Exactly.
So like that's why I think business owning is important, because you become that person that values your time, your vacation. Because like when you work a certain type of job, they'll tell you not directly, but inadvertently, they'll tell you like, this is when you can go on vacation.
Mhm.
This is the kind of place you can go on vacation because of the money you make. This is the type of car you're going to drive. This is the type of apartment you're going to be able to afford. Your job dictates every single thing in your life. So if you don't want to be told what to do and you don't want to put in time to go on vacation and you want to just be able to leave when you want to, then starting a side hustle is not a bad idea.
it's not, but it's successful businesses. You still have to put in the hard work and
Yeah.
the sweat.
But just think
Like,
about how
people
much
just
sweat you're putting in
wanna
for somebody else's business.
That's true. People just want to be a business owner and don't
They don't want the hard work
the
part.
hard work. Like, your business is not going to succeed if the customer service is not great. And
Black businesses need to
big
learn
on
that.
customer service, and we're not just going to put Black businesses out there because
I would say
I have
that.
dealt with white people and their businesses was not great. And then
Maybe
the
I
beauty
need to bring-
supply stores, them motherfuckers are horrible, and we still go.
Yeah.
No, I would
So
say
we can't just say like black businesses, and then I'm for
That's
Black
true.
folks. Like, if you Black, I'm pushing for you. I don't care. I'm rooting for everybody Black.
right.
Like Issa, I feel like the only way Black people will be equal to white people if we have the money.
Mhm.
And I also feel like since the Jews got the money, we need to get money too. I do.
I mean, it's
I don't on
it's
that shit.
Yeah, like we need to get reparations too.
but we can't even get attached to unity. We will follow every trend except
they
for
not
unity.
unified either.
But they're unified to a point in which they
you
make
can't talk about them.
that, and their money circulates in their communities way more than ours. We actually spend more money outside of our culture than we or outside of ourselves.
True, but that's because we're not putting pride into ourselves.
And we'll-
Like, nobody
True.
really wants to be Black until it's like popular.
but it's like we create the cool.
We do. We create everything.
They take it, they sell it back to us, and we buy it.
right.
True.
And I think that's the problem. Like, we need to, if we're gonna create the cool, we need to sell the cool.
But then you always find one Negro that go against the grain.
And this takes me back to the unity. Like, how can we move forward?
But that goes
with-
back to slavery. Like, I'm sorry, but slavery did freaking fuck up us. And then it's actually like scientific proof that it messed with our DNA.
No, it's definitely trauma will
Yeah,
trauma
it'll go
can
from
and will
generation to generation.
is the only thing that can
generation.
actually affect a person's DNA.
Yeah,
which is
so
scientifically proven.
It goes back to that, and I'm very passionate about that.
We all should be. I think that's the reason why unity is very vital for, if we want that money, if we want that respect, if we want that type of thing, we gotta see value in unity. It's period,
What
point
would
blank.
you do with 40 acres and a mule?
Man, look, I would build a whole like community.
But what money though?
Huh? If I got
give me
40
the cash
acres?
value and
Yeah,
fuck
that's what
that
I'm saying.
mule.
You got that 40 acres, but you still got the money you got today.
I mean, I would
I'm gonna take the cash value, Steve.
of 40 acres.
or I mean, Or at least cut that shit in half and then sell that, and then
My thing
whatever,
is that we just don't have a lot of places to call our own. So
We don't really have nothing.
So that's why I would want to create that community, because it's like when Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they had that booming and striving and it got bombed. It's like, yeah, it's like even when we are separated and we wasn't bothering nobody, we still got messed with because we were doing so well.
And that's what people need to understand.
Tulsa, Oklahoma was.
They were doing great. They were like the Black Wall Street. They were the Black Wall Street.
They had car, like everything over there was black owned. Like the cars, everything.
A long time ago, where like they had like a whole community, like everybody in the
but it was in other places. Tulsa was just the most popular
in all parts of America. And
they're underwater now.
Yeah,
under lakes.
Black people. I mean, not black people, white people destroyed it. And that's what they...
I was about to say something else.
Like, they destroyed it. And my thing is, what would have happened if, like, they didn't destroy that shit?
Wakanda?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Like, Central Park.
But in real life?
That Central Park was like a blooming black neighborhood. And they tore all that shit down and built the park.
Like, they're finding... They're under lakes. They're finding so many cities that were black... And black owned communities.
Yeah. Like, imagine if that would have happened. Like, we were segregated and we made that shit work. So I don't know if segregation was good or if
I've had many discussions about this.
Was bad. Like, I don't know, separate but equal. I don't know if that's right. But I do know that when we were segregated, like the black family was blooming. It wasn't too much single black mother. Like,
there wasn't really none of that,
like,
actually.
It was just, I don't know.
I think our quest for equality kind of diluted what we really could have gotten out of that. Because we were so, even today, it's like we're still kind of like, well, what we got to do for y'all to like us? Yeah. It's a cycle. Like, to me, it's just like, hey, like, if we were just cool with us, like, and not sought like acceptance from another side that didn't show us any type of like any of acceptance, like, why are we shooting for
black people so much?
I mean,
that's what you gotta ask. Like, why does the color of my skin make you hate me so much?
Because just like it's embedded in our DNA to stay kind of how we are, the traumatization, like, continuing, like, it's in their DNA to hate us. Like, they've been doing that shit.
That's crazy.
And they keep teaching, like, the fact that, remember last year, I kept running into children in my class, in my environment, that will make racist comments to me. That shit ain't come from nowhere.
No, racism is taught.
Like, that shit, with the children being the age that they are, that shit is taught. Like,
yeah, it is.
In their families. Like, they are continuing the shit low key, and some of them don't give a fuck. So,
not at all.
It's in their DNA.
What what's so? And then if you read like the John Crow stuff, like when they separated us by skin color, that's why people think the lighter the skin, the better you are. Like,
well, it was because of the treatment that also came with it. It was very psychological.
But they were also their kids too.
True, and so you got to think about it. Massa, he knocking down whatever, and they coming out with these mulatto babies.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have been a hoe too. I would have had all the mulatto babies. I'm just saying.
I'm not judging you.
It kept you from dying.
He gonna put me in the kitchen and got my kids tending to the laundry, and then they ain't got to be outside. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
and see, that creates a whole different conversation. And that's why black people are so
be joking like this.
It's not
right.
It's not.
But no, that goes to show. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so
wasn't a joke though.
It wasn't, but it is. We can make light.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
Right. We make light of it because it's like, otherwise it'd be depressing, and you know what I mean? But
I did that with a lot of traumatizing things in my life.
You laugh about it.
Make fucking jokes.
And that's where comedians come from. You know, it's like, if that's
my pain.
Yeah, because you're laughing at or even artists, like, because especially today, because these artists sound very depressed.
Broken.
Like, lonely, like,
are you okay?
Yeah,
if I had that money, like,
I would be fine.
but for some people, money only perpetuates the issues that they're having. More so.
True.
Not me, because if I had money, like my life would be so much better. And I'm
Right.
talking about money. Like I'm not talking about a couple of G's. I'm talking about
A few minutes.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, Donald Trump. I'm talking about
Where
money.
bills are not really a concern. Like you know that the bills
I
are getting
be
paid.
so out of touch, like Taylor Swift was when they was asking her about the price of eggs. Like I want to be that.
That girl probably ain't been to a grocery store.
Yeah, like she was looking at him
Ever.
at the Grammys, like, what the fuck?
I just tell my chef to like, I want eggs
Yeah,
today.
like,
Yeah.
And he's like,
how out of
okay.
touch I want to be, and I want it to be where my great grandkids are already rich and they ain't even here. Like I pray to God something happens.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, well, I have generational wealth, and I do think that my grandparents started it, but somewhere along the line it fell off.
Well, they probably ran into what we run into today is like you get burnt out. Like all of this, there's a common thread going on right now where it's like you do all the hard work, you do everything you're supposed to do, you dot the I's, you cross the T's, you do everything you're supposed to do, and you still are not able to move on or be accepted in the field that you're in because of your talent or whatever the case may be. So
Absolutely.
I feel like that is a disservice to people, and it gets to a point where you like, okay, you know what? If I don't pivot, if I'm not a self-motivating person, I'm gonna end up just settling and just doing the status quo, and then end up just, dying and then leaving that to the rest of my family.
I don't mind dying and leaving my stuff to the rest of my family. So we're getting close to the end of the show. I don't. Like,
No, I want to leave them like what you said. I would rather leave them with the generational wealth. Yeah, I want to hit them with the generational
I
wealth.
have life insurance, and I have
like all my debt, my struggle, my pain. You deal with that shit. I'm
It
gone.
is now yours.
yeah.
That's what I thought you did. That's all.
No.
Wait.
Like I don't have any kids, and if I ever have kids or whatever, I will definitely change my life insurance. But my life insurance, it's gonna go to my siblings, and I tell them like, if something happens to me, I want you to use the money and put our family in a better position.
Absolutely.
God forbid. I mean, I want to be here for years. I want to be like 108. I want to see generations and all kind of shit and flying cars. But I tell them, like, if something happens to me, open a business, do something. Don't just go shopping with that money. And my little brother, I feel like in my heart that he's going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Because my little brother, when I talk to him, I'll be like,
You
and
got your shit together.
yeah. And I'm saying the word Nigga, like enduring, like, boy,
Like
Which we
Yeah.
are allowed to do.
right.
We
Right, because I
are
have a
allowed to do.
problem when other races say it. Because
I don't like when Hispanics say it. I don't like when Dominicans say it.
Will say
I don't like when
nigga.
Puerto Ricans say it. I don't like when Chinese people say it. If you're not black, I just feel like you shouldn't be referring to, and they be talking to each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, y'all want to be that until you're
time
racially
to be that.
profiled, and then it's like, oh no, but I'm this. Yeah, no, you just want it because we're cool. You want the people want to take the elevator, not the stairs.
Right, and I'm tired of them stairs.
On Love After Lockup, when the white couple was arguing at the restaurant, and he was like, "You think I'm a bitch? I fight this nigga." I swear that white boy said nigga, but they
I think
bleeped
so
it.
too, but the way they blew it, you couldn't really tell.
And then at the end, they had like we're aware of like negative language used.
Yeah.
And we edited the scene. I could have I think
He did
said
say
nigga
that.
a few
You talking
times.
about Dan Rue?
No.
on Love After Lockup.
Love After
and,
Lockup.
Okay, we got to speed it up.
Yeah.
Love After Lockup. My favorite couple is Derek and Monique because I just feel like he likes her, but Monique is
I've been seeing
not,
just memes about it.
Secure.
I think he likes her.
Look as handsome as he is. He good looking man.
He is a good.
I mean, what do you expect him to stop being handsome?
But then
What do you want him to do?
saying stuff like, "I've been with a bad bitch and I don't even want it no more." So that kind of does affect her.
That can
And then did y'all
definitely
see last week's
hurt
episode?
somebody's self-esteem.
Catch up.
I'm not. I just been keeping tabs via social media. I haven't actually watched it.
Well, last week episode, the grandma say, y'all know the grandmas be funny. She was like, I can see where she feels a little insecure because of the way she look.
Grandma was
And I'm
gonna tell
not
you how
judging or
T.I.
anything.
is.
But like, you could tell he is an attractive man.
Okay.
So you can tell he's used to a certain type of woman. But like he said, like that woman,
That's
that
not what he
certain
wants no
type
more.
hasn't got him anywhere.
Yeah.
And she has been there for him. And the way he caters to her, I really do think he likes her.
Yeah.
I just...
He may also like how she makes him feel.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I noticed that when you have like certain type of persons
him down
Yeah.
while he was
of an
tripping.
attractive level, it's like you allow certain things that you wouldn't allow. And I think that when you start dealing with somebody who's real and beautiful in a way that you only see that, I think that you are able to cater to them in a way where it's like,
shallow Hal. Anyway,
shallow Hal will open up your perspective of like, what do you really want in this life? Like,
I really do think he likes her. And he tells her all the time, like, baby, you being insecure. You need to get it together. I really think he likes her, but I think it's her insecurities that's gonna fuck him
the
up.
fact that she like
you got to get rid of those
got the
insecurities.
fucking, GPS on him.
Yeah,
tracking him.
putting cameras
I'm
in
There's
his
no
house.
trust. There's no
about to
trust.
be
Yeah.
finding no nigga. You go
I'm
wherever
not
you feel like
either.
you need to go, and when you come back, you come back. And if it ain't in a timely fucking fashion, we're gonna deal with that. But I'm not about to be where he at. They say he been in the same spot for no
Yeah,
mail.
that's crazy. And granted, to some people, she may not be pretty. And to some people, she may be beautiful. I don't know, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I really feel like he likes her. And I could be wrong, but the way he like
Treats
he
her.
treats her
Mhm.
and he talks to her.
It's in his actions, I would say.
I
I
think
feel like he
he
cares
likes
about
her.
her.
A person's actions going to tell you how they feel.
Yeah. And he
He could have got out and left her. He chose
yeah,
not
he
to.
sticks up for her. Like
Yeah.
when his family is, y'all watch Love After Lockup. Like it's really good. So we gotta go ahead and like sort of kind of wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
man.
enjoyed my time with you guys. It's been
Always.
and it's
Likewise.
been months, but
We're here and we're back and we're ready. And
This
today
gonna
was
be
kinda
lit.
mild, but it's gonna get raunchy. So our new co-host,
Lando.
Hey.
he's gonna do his small segment.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave you something real quick. I'm going to look you right here.
Okay.
All right, so whenever you're going through anything, right? So let's say that you need encouragement, right? So the best thing to do is if you need encouragement, find somebody else who needs encouragement more than you do and encourage them. Because when you go to the store to buy encouragement, get some for yourself. So that's it. That's all.
Wait a goddamn minute.
I said, okay.
I'm just saying, it's helpful. You know, if you
Right.
get if I'm going to the
free.
grocery I'm just saying, if I'm going to the grocery store, you need something. If you need some rice and I'm at the grocery store already, why not grab you some rice? If I need some at the house, why not grabbing me some? If I'm going. So in the means of if I'm going to the encouragement store, I'm gonna give me
Goddamn.
some and I'm gonna give you some.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
After he
If I'm there.
explained it.
Yeah, because you lost me.
Okay, so if
But
I'm
we got back on
encouraging you,
track. I got
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
you know.
I got it. I
Yeah.
got it.
yeah, let's go.
So
Just a little bit.
he's gonna be dropping more gems, right?
Yes, indeed.
Right. So
Some of them might be a little hard to find. The precious gems.
Goddamn.
However,
But
Just
I'ma be here
rewind
to
it
ask
and
the
then think
question.
about it.
Well, I do want to thank everyone for coming back. And
Yeah.
we're here. This
We're
is
back.
gonna be a great
it's
year.
a year of consistency and completion.
Consistency and completion. My girl said it best.
Indubitably.
Goddamn. So
Shit.
I do want to thank everyone for joining us for Lemonade Talk
Thank you.
Tuesday.
That was so nice.
Welcome our new guest. Woohoo! Our new guest.
Hey.
Our new co-host.
Co-host. It's a permanent three-way.
Position. Like he's here.
Entrada.
He's our male point of view. He's gonna bring us back when we go too far.
Yes.
Okay, anything else you want to say, Ellissa?
No, I don't. Next time we have a fun segment, but you guys will see we have lots of surprises in store and some new shit. So just thank you guys for listening, and come back next time.
Thank you. So, Lemonade Talk Tuesday on Tuesdays. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow.
Lemonade Talk Tuesday and
No, ma'am, at Lemonade Talk Podcast.
Oh, okay. So
Talk
I'm wrong.
Podcast.
Follow us at Lemonade Talk Podcast on Instagram. That's
Yes.
actually every platform.
Everything. Twitter,
Everything.
Facebook.
And we will
Everything.
also have our Amazon storefront open, and you can purchase stuff that we talk about. And our wine. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's over there.
Shit.
Some OST liquor. It's the
Yes.
Riesling.
Shout out
you
OST.
go to OST Liquor and you
Liquor.
go buy some wine. That's a
Tell them
small
we sent you.
black business.
Please.
Tell them that we sent you. They know us. We know them.
Right.
We love them.
Because we was in there.
Right.
We was
And we
in
go there
there.
often. Thank you again
we
for
may,
watching.
host some wine classes in the future, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh,
Yeah. And shout out to Lobos one time.
Lobos Tequila, yeah, we had a bomb ass tequila. A cocktail class.
Yeah,
Man, we got
the
the
put up
shake
the
and pour.
Oh
What?
yeah.
Check the Instagram
About
page for
We
the
make that
footage.
real. It's gonna be late, but I'm gonna post that shit.
But it's there. Well, thank you again for watching. Any last words?
Hey man, be good to yourself.
Mine is God is love.
Amen.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Hey.